Oh, welcome back. Yeah. Let's see. What we're doing next. Unwanted proposal. Let's hurry back to Slitherboth. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt, Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Yeah, Junef says I had to go down and feed two of our cats because they have they like to have a breakfast, which is basically them going, and we have these tubes that one of them likes a lot and the other one just likes to eat. And they won't stop bugging people until they get them. Say, aren't you Edgar? Master Matoyo speaks quite highly of you. I'm sure you're more important things to concern yourself with, but I need help and there's no one else I can turn to. It's my friend, Quanfort. Ever since we were young, he's always excelled in the arcane arts. In fact, even now he is training to become a priest of the Knights Blessed. Perhaps the greatest of his gifts is clairvoyance, but I fear it's taken its toll on his mind as of late. He's always been different, but not like this. He's changed, frighteningly so. The others think him no stranger than usual, but they're wrong, and I mean to prove it. You don't know him like we do, which is precisely why I'd like you to talk with him to get an objective opinion on the matter. Assuming we find out what ails him, I hope there's a way to cure it. Okay, let's find out which room he's in. Not that room. As foretold by the will of the wood, we meet at last. I've been expecting you, Edgar. No one else must hear of this, not yet. My dreams are plagued with visions of the fortune. Calamity is upon us. Of the future. Calamity is upon us, and each night I witness our impending doom. But hope is not yet lost, for the dreams speak to me of a savior in the form of a great serpent. It was revered as a god in the days of the Ronkan Empire, and I believe it yet lives in the Great Wood, waiting to be roused from slumber. It has many names. Many would call it the Protector, some the Great Destroyer. The will of the wood demands I find this great serpent. It is our only hope of salvation. I have been chosen, Edgar, to be the savior of Slitherbroth. So this is where you two have been hiding. Now that you've gotten to know one another, what do you think? You believed him? Oh dear, I fear I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't tell me you two have communed with the will of a star or some such nonsense. Levelin, please, we are in the midst of a most important discussion. When you first began talking of the dreams and delusions, I held my peace, but I won't let you drag anyone else into this. Such narrow-minded thinking is why only I have been chosen by the wood, by the great serpent. Yes, Quanfort, whatever you say. You mocked me for the last time, Valen. I will summon the great serpent this very day and prove to you the truth of my visions. Quanfort, wait, where are you going? To meet with misfortune would likely bring him to his senses, but he's my friend, and I can't stand the thought of him getting hurt out there. Will you help me look for him? If anything should happen to him, I'll never forgive myself. He should have told Edgar he has a skill for clairvoyance. If you didn't tell him, he probably would have thought otherwise. Over there, I think I see him. Enough, Force. Even you should recognize the dangers of wandering off alone in these woods. You really have gone mad, haven't you? Mock me all you like, Levelin, but now you will bear witness to the truth with your own eyes. Behold the divine protector of Ronka, the great serpent of legend. No, it can't be. That's the great serpent? I see nothing great about that. What exactly is it? I refuse to believe that is a serpent. Please tell me you're joking. Do not be jealous, Levelin. The will of the wood works in mysterious ways, and this serpent is the key to our deliverance. Oh, Great Serpent, I beseech you, grant me the strength to defend the Knights Blessed, to stay the impending calamity, and threaten the Great Wood. Scree! I can't believe this is happening. Look, if you want to keep the thing as a pet, I won't stop you, but we really should return home. No, you're right. To remain here any longer would place the Great Serpent in danger. But the question is, how do we transport it? I will not stand to see the Great Serpent debase itself crawling on its belly like a snake. Just pick up the damn thing and let's go. By the Abyss, Levelin, show some respect. I should be the one to carry it, but I fear I am yet unworthy of such a burden. But you can protect the Great Serpent from the threats of the Great Wood, but they beasts or sin eaters. And now you mean to drag Master Matoya's guest into your schemes. What will the others think when he walks with instead of hoisting that thing about? Here, put it in this sack. I will do no such thing. It's clean, dry, and most importantly, you can bring it into Slitherborough with unnoticed. Fine. Listen, Edgar, the fate of the Great Wood quite literally rests in your hands. It goes without saying we can't afford any mishaps. I suppose we no choice but to help him. I'll go ahead and find a place to keep his pet away from prying eyes. You have 156. Tread carefully, everyone will follow you shortly afterwards. just get to enjoy the scythe freaking out. I wonder if the Marauder's axe also does this. And I guess also the Conjurer's and Thaumaturge's staffs as well. So I think the Dark Knight's blade does do this. I say I think. It has been a long time since I've played as Dark Knight. Here should be safe for now at least. Let's have another look at the Great Serpent, shall we? Good work, you two. Oh, can you believe it? The divine protector of the Great Wood here in Slitherbra. Within a sack of burlap did the champion carry the divine beast, and beneath the slithering broth of this great woods did they find shelter. Chapter 31, verse 5 in the Gospel of Quanfort. Pay him no mind, he merely referring to his dream diary. Last time it is not a diary. Have you forgotten how the Gospel foretold the events of the fateful day 2 years ago? How can I, when you remind me of it every day? You continue to doubt me, but soon you'll see. Together, the great serpents and I will save this village and all the Great Wood from oblivion. What have we gotten ourselves into? I hope you're satisfied now that your new pet is safe here in Slitherbroth. And thank you, Edgar. I now understand what's been troubling my friend all this time. I fear this might strain our friendship, but I don't believe this is something we can't overcome. Take care, and may the shadows keep you. Wait. Please, Quanfart, there's no need to involve him in this any longer. I've been giving thought to the Great Serpent's chosen form, and I think I now understand why it's chosen to present itself to us in this way. Look closely at the pattern of its scales. I believe they represent the network of currents, but which ether flows through Ratika, and the very life force of the Great Wood. And there's the scars that intersect them there on its belly. It's an omen of the coming calamity, that which disrupts the flow of life in the Great Wood. Quanfart, stop. It's just a scratch, maybe from a rock as it slithered or rolled or did whatever it does to make its way through the forest. All these signs, and still he refuses to see it. Let all the others. If the Great Wood is to be saved, it is up to us. I can only assume you remain at my side in the hopes of receiving some generous compensation. If that's what it takes, so be it. The scar on the Great belly calls to mind of Lutzel's conquest. That is where you will find the source of this ill omen. Bring it to me, and you will have the reward you seek. I should remind you that he's still only an apprentice. I shouldn't expect much, if anything, for your troubles. This is what happens when you spend too much time around interesting individuals. Still, I can't deny that life would be boring without him. Is it somewhere we can get to? Yeah. had a big chicken. Okay, was it 4? Yeah. These surroundings find nothing out of the ordinary. Something in the water catches your eyes. You brush away the dirt and find a charm of some sort. Comfort will no doubt be interested in what you found. Cabbage. Come, Edgar, show me what you found. A container sealed shut with blood-smeared talismans. What could be could it be a charm of some sort? It was exactly where you said it'd be. Then that means your visions were. Now, do you believe in the Great Serpent? Fine. The Great Serpent is real. More importantly, that charm seems familiar. I think I've seen the children use them for their incantations. Yes, I'm sure of it. My father once found one while hunting in the woods. If memory serves, they can be used to invoke powerful fire spells after absorbing enough ether by the abyss. If they plan to use to siphon the Great Wood's life force, my vision will come to pass. Why are you laughing? Don't you realize how serious this is? The flow of ether you were talking about converges here at Sotherbroth, doesn't it? It's why we have the that large ether right outside. If the flow is disrupted, our crops will wither and the land would be rendered barren. Animals would die. It would mean the end of the village, and all of Ratika would likely follow. Oh, Great One, I beseech you once more, grant us the strength and the wisdom to avert this terrible crisis. Seeing them like this makes the whole thing seem like nonsense, but there's no denying Quenfort has been right about what would happen thus far. We have to figure out what the children are up to before it's too late. Tenacity and vitality. Direct hit. Vitality. So we'll have to get the blood tomato juice. The will of the wood would see us bring Sotherbroth and all of Ratika back from the brink. Great Serpent, show us the way. Show us how we might deliver our people from certain destruction. If anyone sees that thing, they're going to kick it out of the village. Then where would we be? We have precious little time to concern ourselves with the others. What's more, the Great Serpent has blessed us with another sign of what's to come. What is it this time? Behold the scales of its belly. You will see the scar that marked Lesel's conquest has vanished. However, a new scar has appeared closer to its tail. The chosen would threaten another sight of great power, and judged by the shape of the scar, I have no doubt it's near Dyer's Wash, and it must be stopped. Agree there, I fear only one of us is actually up to the task. And are you certain about that scar? I didn't see anything of the sort on its tail. At any rate, I think it'd be for the best if you went to investigate. We've already found proof the children are up to something. It would be foolish not to press further. Perhaps the Will of the Wood will give us another sign while you're away. To interfere in our work, these woods must be cleansed. Well, you cannot stop us. Hello? He defeated our spiders. Let us away, there is still work to be done. Children of the Everlasting Darkness, escape from the woods. Give chase that you might learn more of their schemes. Oh. Among the children's belongings, you find a scroll detailing their plans to cleanse the forest. You are returned, though that is no surprise. I entreated the gods for your protection with him from the gospel of Confont. They could not deny my plea. Shadows give me strength, Edgar. Were you able to find anything? The text on this page outlined a plan to irreparably upset the balance of the Rakhtira Ataka Greatwood. coordinated strike to cut off all flows of ether to Slitherbra. It beggars a belief that they could love the Force so, yet be so blinded to its needs. We need no further proof of what the children are up to. We have to tell the others to defend the sites they mean to befoul and destroy those magic containers. Explain how we came to know all this will prove difficult, of course, but I'll not see all your hard work wasted. We must also give thanks to the Great Serpent who first sensed the children's ill intent. The Divine Protector who thought us worthy vessels to carry out its work. My heart swells to know that the will of the woods smiles upon us so. Your pet, I mean the Great Serpent, it's gone. It was here just a moment ago, but we should go look for it. No, my friend, the Great Serpent has fulfilled its duty in protecting the Great Wood, and so it returns to slumber. Is that so? Perhaps it really was the Great Serpent. If you truly mean that, Levelin, then perhaps you are ready to learn the truth of its origins. And I should start from the very beginning. It begins with the sizable crystal in Lake Tusa, we know as Fruit of the Protector, and the legends. If the legends are true, it dates back to the time preceding the Empire of Ronka. There he begins. I suspect he'll be getting an earful for the rest of the day. But I think our work here is finally done. I wish there was some way I could repay you for all your help. Though I should probably go while he's still swept up in his lecture. Take care, Edgar. Hopefully we'll meet again soon. Though this is largely an assumption based on my visions noted in chapter 2, verse 17 in the Gospel of. Come back here, Valen. I still have to tell you about the serpent's influence on the founding of Ronka. Huh. I thought you got a pet for doing that. I guess wrong. I thought you would get the Great Serpent as a pet for doing that, but I guess that's a different quest. People with good intentions. Oh well. Edgar of the Guard told me you left with Master Matoya to Woven Oath. And no sooner do you return that she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me, but she is safe and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will soon be ready.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
No food for Edgar. Meanwhile, I don't know why, but meanwhile in Chiviarvos.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say, how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled. their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Thorthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you. So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he... Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, but you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our faith to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
The guard hath been inflicted with a most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations, alas his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. Ooh, a new weapon. Yeah, this is better than what we currently have. How fareth the young guard? The poison spread throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Do not blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. The children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the Blessed? How have they taken the news of Yulmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose them and the children. I consider a convocation of all the Knights Blessed that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We cannot abandon our faith, but there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee? Flee! I am not want to run from my troubles. In fact, with Edgar's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. The Amoran's presence here plenty stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Raktaka, there would no cause to remain. All of which is rather easier said than done, unless of course you finally decipher that tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and we can prepare everything we need to enter XIV. What say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lieth before us. Good. I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Runar. Very well. I see there is no change in your mind, but by all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Branka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of water ruins not far from here. You have some experience with aquatic excursions, do you not? Then this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tutsi Makatita. While you see to that, Minfili and I will remain here to help shore up Celebra's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. But first, cabbage. I didn't read this as whatever it's supposed to say underneath that. I read this as the Hall of the Seven Dwarves. There you are, ready for a swim. The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted into the symbolism of Rakan culture. Rakan sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as the protector of the wood and arbiter of life and death. Below were four equals, each rank equal in rank: the coral, the colibri, the opo-opo, and the wolf. Character as bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. To open the chamber containing the seal of the tablet states that one must pay due deference to three of the beasts by placing one palm on monuments wrought in their image. That this must be done in a specific sequence. My is correct. The order can be discerned by the three commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake. By its strength do our lands prosper. Be as the Oppo, rival thy can, as all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. That says not of their placement, size, or appearance of the monuments. Alas, hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. So, snake, monkey, wolf. I was tempted just to swim because I like the music here. But, yeah, we don't got the time. So now we just need to find an entrance. Oh, we found one, but not the one that we're looking for. Okay, so there's the entrance. Find a statue of a snake. Sense something stir elsewhere in the lake. I've been pressing that one just out of habit. No, you're not the monkey. You're the monkey. Pandora, move. Perhaps the chamber containing the seal is open. The door opens to reveal a pedestal upon which rests a medallion. You take it and secure it inside your clothing. He just begins to sink to the ground, unable to swim. Did you find it? A small medallion bearing the image of an owl, the insignia of Rocca. This medallion, it bears the owl insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt this is the seal of Ronka. Well done, Edgar. We can begin our preparations to enter Jiang Maja in earnest. We got a new scythe for it. Oh! Oh! That's definitely not what I was expecting. Yeah, I'll call it there, and we shall continue in the next episode. Till then.